Atmanirbhar Bharat, the mantra of self-reliant India, is reaching the remote villages of the country, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Mann Ki Baat program. ISRO successfully launches Brazil's Amazonia 1 satellite along with 18 other passenger satellites. India observes National Science Day today. This day marks the discovery of the Raman effect by renowned physicist C.V. Raman. In Meghalaya, the Rebhoi district records 0 maternal deaths for the past 3 years. And Indian women's cricket squad for 5 ODIs and 3 T20s against South Africa at Lucknow announced. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Ajanta Chaudhary, now with the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the nation through the program Mann Ki Baat on All India Radio, where he emphasized that Atmanirbhar Bharat is the national spirit that makes every citizen of the country take pride. Mr. Modi expressed happiness that the mantra of self-reliant India is reaching the remote villages of the country. Modi talked about a post by Mayur from Gurgaon on the Namo app, where he praised the people of Kaziranga for the rise in the number of waterfowls. Modi even speaks about Jadav Payeng of Assam, who received Padma Award for contribution in the field of plantation in Majuli Island, and said that temples of Assam, namely Hayagriva Madhav Temple at Hajo, the Nagashankar Temple at Honitpur and the Ugrotara Temple at Guwahati, have ponds nearby, which are playing unique roles in protection of nature as they are being used to save near-extinct species of turtles. Prime Minister mentioned that there will be a Pariksha Pe Charcha in March this year and requested all exam warriors, parents and teachers to share their experiences and tips on MyGov platform and Narendra Modi app.
के दौरान प्रमोद जी को अपने घर वापस लौटना पड़ा। आप जानते हैं लौटने के बाद प्रमोद जी ने क्या किया? उन्होंने खुद एलईडी बल्ब बनाने की एक छोटी सी यूनिट ही शुरू कर दी। उन्होंने अपने क्षेत्र के कुछ युवाओं को साथ लिया और कुछ ही महीनों में फैक्ट्री वर्कर से लेकर फैक्ट्री ओनर बनने तक का सफर पूरा कर दिया, वह भी अपने ही घर में रहते हुए। कुछ दिनों बाद मार्च महीने में ही 22 तारीख को वर्ल्ड वाटर डे भी है। मुझे यूपी की आराध्या जी ने लिखा है कि दुनिया में करोड़ों लोग अपने जीवन का बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा पानी की कमी को पूरा करने में ही लगा देते हैं। बिन पानी सब सून, ऐसे ही नहीं कहा गया है। पानी के संकट को हल करने के लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छा मैसेज पश्चिम बंगाल के उत्तर दिनाजपुर से सुजीत जी ने मुझे भेजा है। सुजीत जी ने लिखा है कि प्रकृति ने जल के रूप में हमें एक सामूहिक उपहार दिया है, इसलिए इसे बचाने की जिम्मेदारी भी सामूहिक है। ये बात सही है, जैसे सामूहिक उपहार है वैसे ही सामूहिक उत्तरदायित्व भी है। सुजीत जी की बात बिल्कुल सही है। नदी, तालाब, झील, वर्षा या जमीन का पानी, ये सब हर किसी के लिए है। साथियों, एक समय था जब गांव में कुएं, पोखर, इनकी देखभाल सब मिलकर करते थे। अब ऐसा ही एक प्रयास।
India today successfully launched Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-51 rocket loaded with 19 satellites from Brazil, USA and India lifted off from the rocket port at Sriharikota at 10:24 this morning. After 4 stages of separation, the rocket launched Brazil's 637-kilogram Amazonia 1 satellite as its primary passenger, and later, after a gap of more than an hour, it launched the remaining 18 passenger satellites. This is the first commercial mission of New Space India Limited. India's first space mission for 2021 is one of the longest for a PSLV rocket, which concluded in an hour, 55 minutes and 7 seconds into its flight. Amazonia 1 is the optional Earth observation satellite of National Institute for Space Research. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated NSIL and ISRO on the success of the first dedicated commercial launch of PSLV C-51 Amazonia 1 mission. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said this ushers in a new era of space reforms in the country. He said 18 co-passengers included 4 small satellites that showcase dynamism and innovation of our youth. Mr. Modi congratulated President of Brazil, Jair Messias Bolsonaro, on the successful launch of Brazil's Amazonia 1 satellite by PSLV C-51. The Prime Minister said this is a historic moment in our space cooperation. He also congratulated the scientists of Brazil. India is observing National Science Day today. Celebrated on 28th of February every year, this day marks the discovery of the Raman effect by renowned physicist C.V. Raman, for which he received the prestigious Nobel Prize in 1930. This day is aimed at spreading the message of importance of science and its application in human life. Future of science and technology and innovation, impact on education skills and work was the theme of National Science Day 2021. Now we take a short break. We will be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Got it.
सोचिए अगर असल जिंदगी में ऐसी हालत हो तो कितनी मुश्किलें होती हैं, लेकिन शुक्र है बैंकिंग के लिए नहीं। अगर आपकी उम्र 70 साल से अधिक हो या आप दिव्यांग हो तो बैंक आपको कुछ जरूरी बैंकिंग सुविधाएं घर बैठे बैठे दे सकता है। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back to the Northeast News. Government has said that monitoring and predictive analysis of prices of essential commodities has taken a giant step forward in India mobile app for price monitoring of 22 essential commodities. Consumer Affairs Ministry had launched this mobile app last month to improve the quality of prices data for reporting daily prices by the price reporting centers. The app is providing effective real-time information about retail and wholesale prices from 127 locations across the country. The ministry said price reporting through mobile app ensures reporting from the market location as data are geotagged, thereby displaying the location from where price data are reported. The Margnar Public Health Centre in Ribhoi district has recorded 0 maternal deaths and reduced infant deaths for the past 3 years. The PHC has been recognized with various awards for its efforts in providing one of the premier health care services to the public. It may be mentioned that Meghalaya has been recording a very high maternal and infant mortality rate, which is higher than the national average. In order to tackle this issue, the State Health Department for the first time has initiated an intensive weekly review meetings with all the districts to observe and analyze the root cause of the issue. A rescue mission to save the state's mother and infant has also been launched and is currently underway. Aizawl, the capital of Mizoram in northeast India, continues to be India's no-honking city and still sets an example to the rest of the country for its self-imposed traffic sense and coordination despite increase in traffic jam as the city develops and more people opt for personal modes of transport. Here is a report.
Traffic jam, non-coordination in traffic movements and noise pollution from vehicles has always been a problem in cities. In Mizoram's capital, this is not the case. This city has been known for excellent traffic sense. Unlike any other cities, as we can see in this busy street, one can find a rare display of not just awesome traffic management but extreme coordination among the people too. Commuters and motorists effortlessly manage to drive without confusion even when other vehicles merge into the narrow lane. Cars take the left side of the road while two-wheelers occupy the right. For a city with over 2.93 lakh people, there are about 2 lakh registered vehicles in Aizawl itself. The city has narrow roads leading to immense traffic jams through throughout the day. Nevertheless, the law-abiding commuters follow laws made by the Traffic Police Department and self-imposed road discipline. No one tries to overtake or break queues. The city has also been known as India's no-honking city. No matter how heavy the traffic is, honk aren't used until and unless absolutely necessary. This commendable act of road traffic management is indeed very exemplary and pleasing to encounter. Reporting from Aizawl with cameraman Ruben Larinzuala and reporter Kerlin Larausangi, DD News, Mizoram.
As part of the observation of Road Safety Month 2021, the Office of the Superintendent of Police West Khasi Hills District, in collaboration with Nongstoin Taxi Driver Association, organized an awareness program on road safety at New Nongstoin. A program was also organized by Reboy District Police Department. Officials from the police department organized a bike rally carrying placards emphasizing on wearing helmets and safety belts and distributed pamphlets to passerbys on the importance of road safety. A free eye checkup campaign was organized in West Khasi Hills District. The All India Women's Selection Committee has picked the squads for India women's upcoming PTM ODI and T20 International Series against South Africa women. The series will comprise of 5 ODIs and 3 T20 Internationals, which will be played at Lucknow's Bharat Ratna Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Ekanna International Stadium, to be played from 7th March to 23rd March 2021. The team of India women's squad will be under the captainship of Mithila Raj, whereas Harmanpreet Kaur will be the captain of India women's T20 international squad. In India, the COVID recovery rate stands at 97.1%. A total of 1,43,01,266 people have been vaccinated so far. The number of active cases has reached 1,64,511, whereas 1,75,169 people have been discharged. The death toll rose to 1,57,051. The COVID scenario in the northeast projects 3 active cases in Arunachal, followed by 16,777 released cases. The dead account for 56. In Assam, reporting 273 active cases, 2,14,815 discharge cases, with a death toll 1,092. With 44 active cases, Manipur has topped 28,854 cured cases, even as tally for the dead is 373. Meghalaya has 17 active cases, followed by 13,796 released cases. The tally for the dead is 148. In Mizoram, active cases number 25, even as cured cases have topped 4,388. The dead account for 10. Reporting 10 active cases, Nagaland has logged 12,098 discharge cases, even as the death toll is 91. Sikkim has 44 active cases, followed by 5,958 cured cases. The dead account for 135. Saddled with 41 active cases, Tripura has logged 32,985 released cases. The tally for the dead is 391. For more, viewers can also watch our bulletins and other programs on our YouTube channel, DD News Guwahati. To end the news, the main points once again. Atmanirbhar Bharat, the mantra of self-reliant India, is reaching the remote villages of the country, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Man Ki Baat program. ISRO successfully launches Brazil's Amazonia 1 satellite, along with 18 other passenger satellites. India observes National Science Day today. This day marks the discovery of the Raman effect by renowned physicist C.V. Raman. In Meghalaya, the Reboy district records 0 maternal deaths for the past 3 years. And Indian women's cricket squad for 5 ODIs and 3 T20s against South Africa at Lucknow announced. And before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing and frequently wash hands with soap or sanitizer. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Mask Up India. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.